your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
Young MISSIONARY. He sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down.
But you can
whip your lovin' on me.
That's right, that's right.
Whip your lovin' on me.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
Set me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, chicken out again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
break it down.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me say.
If what?
If he could see the way.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. Carter on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. Woo! And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Going for it all. That is brought in. And out of bounds inside the 30. So a big one there to start the drive. To gain of 43 yards. I'll give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mason motioning over. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very...
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to go home. You got to know when the party is over, and I'm not taking anything away from the effort. It was a great job here by the quarterback to extend this play as long as he could, but instead of throwing it away at the end, he ends up taking the sack.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready? Set, go.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
Roll, roll, roll. Hut, hut.
They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Set. Rocco switch, Rocco switch. Ready?
They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
Folk's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, the Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Titans will have great field position right around midfield.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man downfield, it's Baker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Back to the air one more time. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a give up the middle. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are back within 1. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Mason motioning over. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now, he'll air one out. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
14, Titans 7.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every deep...
And he's in. Touchdown, Titans. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Jets extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Back to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll drop to throw. To the left side here. Caught by Baker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a run on first down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now, faking the give. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And the Titans will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their second, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Brian Wright in punt formation.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.